Namaste. Destiny. That's what I'd like to speak about. Though many of us have explained what destiny is. And not only that, most of us, in some way or the other, are dependent and rely upon destiny. And the strange part is, when things go favorably in our way, we think we are smart and our ego gets boosted and we don't consider destiny then. But when things do not go in the manner that we wish, then it becomes a very convenient factor to claim what to do. The time or destiny was not favoring, so it was destined to be that way. So, destiny is a predetermined factor in which we have a choice. We have a choice. What I am today, my height, my nose, my physical structure, my mental intelligence, etc., my uniqueness has been given to me by my parents. My name, my gender, everything, it has been predestined. But after that, I have a choice. I have a choice not to consider a man-made concept like destiny in a very serious manner, because my choice and my determination can divert, alter, or whatever may be predetermined. But this is not the case with fate. Like in destiny, if we have a choice, in fate we do not. In fate, the predetermined fact has no choice, like death. It's a fate that we will die one day or the other. So there is no if and but in the case of fate. That's how it differs from destiny. Then another way destiny has been described is by the karmic theory. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Meaning, as you sow, so shall you reap. And as per our past, as per the deeds of our past, we are creating our present destiny, which in turn will create a future destiny. So that's how destiny is. It all depends upon us, whether we rely on our free will and a personal power and a conviction and a determination, and do not overly depend, or otherwise. But suppose for those people who are overly convinced and rely too much on destiny, can you imagine how boring the life would be if everything was preordained, predestined, predetermined for us? What's the fun of living? What's the fun of working hard then? Why should we? If everything is predetermined, why then should we work hard? Why should we put so much of effort of mind and body that we normally do? So, it entirely depends on the individual how much he or she would like to depend on destiny. Scientifically, of course, it does not give any verification to destiny. But there is one thing in science, in quantum mechanics especially. It says all that exists is energy. All that exists is energy vibrating in different frequencies. When it is silent, at zero temperatures, it is at equilibrium. That is the third law of thermodynamics. But when it moves, second law of thermodynamics, when it goes into movement, into its vibrating at different frequencies, what happens? It goes into entropy in a disorderly manner, like our thoughts. In a disorderly manner, randomly and recklessly. That's a psychic energy. So every form of energy, as per second law of thermodynamics, moves in randomness, in entropy, in disorder. Even we are created by the sperms fertilizing in an egg and the DNA and RNA churning of both the mother and the father's chromosomes in a haphazard manner. So we may have some characteristics of our father or our mother, depending on randomness, more out of each other. So it creates that uniqueness, and that can also be taken as destiny. And secondly, it is also said that universe responds to the frequency that you are vibrating at. Meaning, if you are vibrating from your mind on a frequency in a positive manner, in a stable manner, the universe responds accordingly. So it all depends as to how you are vibrating physically, mentally, and spiritually. And mind, we have to be very, very careful, because it's a mechanical machine. It's a mechanical operating system which subconsciously moves over 98% in an unconscious manner, randomly and recklessly in entropy, without being conscious about it from its past awareness, from its memory and intellect. Multitasking, thinking about 4-5 different things at the same time, entropy. So the results are not in our control. Efforts, yes. The cause is initiated with control, but the outcome, the effect, is not in our control. And we blame that on destiny. But fortunately, human beings have been gifted to control this entropy, to control this disorder, which other living creatures cannot. We can control it through our awareness. We have to somehow enhance our awareness, to take our consciousness higher, how to be more conscious about all that we are doing. Intentionally, with effort, it's not possible because mind is an auto-mechanical system. Once you have learned something, whether it's meditation or prayer or chanting or whatever, once it has grasped something, then it does not require your consciousness. It goes into the subconscious auto mode on its own. So, if you're continuously doing meditation, in the beginning you're very serious, but gradually you lose consciousness about it. But that doesn't mean that we cannot raise our consciousness towards the higher self, to be spiritual. How to be alert, how to be attentive, how to be aware, to be more conscious. So this is where spiritualism plays a role, as to how your awareness can guide the past memory, the past experiences, to improve upon the present, to create a brighter future for us. So this is how it is. And also, when you command your mind with that inner determinism, with an inner determinism, you command your mind. Now, genes, they say you are what your genetical map dictates. Sorry, you may be destined with that, but your mind is so strong, and if your inner determinism says no, you change your lifestyle mentally and physically, a subject of epigenetics, where your body and your mind does not allow the genes to express to the mind and body what it wishes to. So if it is in the genetical map that you will have diabetes, not necessarily. If you have full control, or if you have control over your lifestyle, you will make certain changes, and that inner determinism will see to it, mentally and physically, that it does not express that you do not have diabetes. So what if your parents may have had it? So you are altering, you are diverting your destiny in some form or the other. So what I'm trying to convey is, if you cannot change externally, change yourself internally. Because we have the power to alter and divert externally as well as internally. Like, for example, we are the victims, we are the victims of this pandemic, this COVID, creating havoc in this world. But we are going to change it with a proper lifestyle, taking certain remedial measures, with that creating self-antibodies within us, making of vaccinations. So how something which had overtaken us and the human mind is going to fight consciously, and very soon, within a year, we should overcome this pandemic in which has been so disastrous. So, please remember, destiny is not everything. It is your thoughts, your feelings, your deeds, which creates your destiny. Thank you.